Okay, so I printed out the distressed portion, or using the distressed file onto some printed cardstock. And this was originally a 12 by 12, but and this is, let's see, Seven Gypsies, beautiful music. So I just cut it down to 8.5 by 11, so it would fit through the printer. And so yeah, now I'm just going to cut these out. I use the PNG transparent file. That way I wouldn't have a white backdrop along with my image. So, and I don't have to trace around it. That's the good thing about using the PNG files. You don't have to trace around your images like you do with the JPEG files. So let's go ahead and cut these out. Okay, now that I've got that cut out, I'm getting ready to fold it. I'm going to fold it on the crease lines. And you can take a bone folder or something flat to smooth your line out. You're going to fold your two flaps over and then fold the bottom, and we're just going to add a small amount of glue here. Hold on, my glue dried up a little bit on me. Oh, and I'm using art clear glue. It has this little fine tip. So you add just a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue here. Press down and hold. Okay. Now, although I printed on this side, this is the side that I want. This is the side that has the image that I want. So I'm going to add some glue. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to distress these. It's okay. Typically I go around and I distress my edges before I assemble anything, but I've already gotten started on this one, so I won't do it on this. I'll just distress around it after it's assembled, but I will distress the card. And basically, you have your envelope and your card. And you can decorate it any kind of way you like. stamp on it, put some shapes on it. Just have fun with it, you know. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to distress around the card and the envelope. And I'm using some Color Box blending value pack, and they're just an assortment of blending foam, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm using Ranger Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. And I'm just going to go around the front and the back side of this, which you really don't have to do. That's the whole purpose of having the distress printed out, is so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But I just like to do it for good measure. There you go. So now it's time to decorate the card. I'm going to use some of the leftover paper, and I like this strip. So I'm just going to cut it. No specific size. I tend to just eyeball it and get an idea of what I'm going to do. I want to create a belly band, so I can just slide something down into here. So I need to add, let's see, about 1/4 of an inch on each side. So I need to add a 1/2 inch to my 2 inch. So 2.5 inches is approximately where I need to cut it at. Actually 3 inches. I'll cut it at 3 inches. Now, if you have a scoring tool, you can score at like a 1/4 inch on each side. If not, you can just fold it approximately where it looks like it's a 1/2 inch. And that's what I'm going to do for this purpose. Because basically what this is going to do is it's going to go around. Well, I guess I should have just could have just made life easier and held it like this and folded it against the card. You live and you learn. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And I'm just going to glue these back edges. Let's pull a little glue here. Hold that in place for a moment. While I'm holding that, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. And then I'm going to hold that in place. And then I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock to go behind here. So I'm going to cut a piece that's like 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I'm going to apply it. It's a little bit big. Let me knock a little bit off. About 1/4 of an inch of this off. Yeah, so I'm just going to apply the black to the back. Sometimes the glue may get stuck or something. You have to play with this bottle. Okay. And we're just going to line this up. Kind of eyeball it where you want it to go. And then you can just simply add, it's a tuck spot. And you have like a basic little card with a tuck spot. You can journal, just add, all this is just a little piece of notebook paper or composition notebook paper that I cut down, folded over and distressed. You can just add it in there. And we have a basic little card and envelope. And you can figure out like a little closure, which I think I will add one. Just a basic little circle. That's what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to take the stamp, because I don't have a circle die this shape, this size. My dies are bigger than, or hole punches are bigger than that. And I'm just going to trace around. I'm just going to use a solid piece of black paper. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm just going to trace around this and then cut it out. I'm going to take my small scissors. These are Kai. I ordered these off of eBay, but they work really well with cutting hard to reach areas. I'm going to try to stay in frame as I do this. Fussy cutting is not my forte. I'll do it, but I'm not super good at like some people are. But it's fun. not a perfect circle, but it'll work. Let me zoom back out. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here so that you can just tuck the envelope into it. So I've added a dimension and a little bit more glue to it. It already has glue, but and then I put it in the middle and hold it for a little bit. Slide it a little bit. And now you have a closure. Your flap can just tuck into it. Take your little cord out. Little tuck spot. So I think I'll add a little something to this. So I found a cute little button I think I'm going to apply to it. So I think it kind of looks good against the black backdrop and it's not too busy. So I'm going to add just a dab of my homemade Mod Podge. And then I'm also going to add just a little of the glossy accents. Well, and then I'm just going to apply it. Let it hold for a little bit. I want to let this dry for a while. But once it dries, anything that's sealed with Mod Podge, it's not going anywhere. It's sealed for good for a while anyway. So we'll let that dry, and then when it's complete, I'll show it to you. Yeah, so I'm trying to fix this. Since it's not in the middle, I'm adding these little pearls to try to offset the middle, or the button not being in the middle. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Yeah. We're just having fun with it. And we add some glue. I don't think it's going to work. I think I'll put a little something right here too. We'll see. Yeah, I'll put a little string of beads down the center. I think that'll work. That's cute. I can get this lid in here. And then here's the card. I may do something later to this card on the back, but all I did was basically just add a journaling spot that you can put in this little belly band, and then some stamps. Turn the stamps this way. And then the paper clip you can also use to hold it in place. And then put it inside your envelope. And there it is.